Okay, this is a brief video syllabus for Envs 298, of course, on how one visualizes environmental data to make models, to hold people accountable, to learn, and things like that. So I thought I'd just go through what some of the course goals and expectations were. This is doing this in one take. I'm not going to be on camera because I don't need to be. Just pay attention to the madness on the whiteboard here, and you'll get a feel for what this course is about. First, why is this course relevant? Why should you take it as opposed to some other random course? Well, literacy matters, and we're going to emphasize information and data literacy quite a bit in this particular class. There's lots of jobs out there associated with being information literate and being able to represent information or data in visual ways. This is one of the skills that you will get in this class big time through a series of exercises. And the other important thing is this concept of being a responsible citizen. You can't be a responsible citizen unless you're well informed, and you can't be well informed unless you can objectively and independently look at data. Most people simply let someone else interpret data for them, and so the answer is given to them by some third party. And really, the only reason to go to college is to avoid going through the rest of your life being influenced directly by third parties. You have a brain, you have independence, use them. If you don't, you'll just believe in urban legends, anecdotes, and various media hearsay. So, what kind of skills might you get out of this class? Well, the ability to read a graph or a chart or some visualized representation of data. People actually don't have good skills at this. How to organize data. Why do you want to organize data? Because ultimately you want to do something important. You want to learn how to do an evidence-based argument. That matters a lot. You live in a world where this is rarely done. This is why we can't solve environmental problems. This is why we can't solve anything. It's because we're guided by anecdotes, urban legends, rather than independent critical thinking. And the other important skill, and this will be obvious when we're doing all the exercises on climate change, is a lot of data is noisy and therefore can support multiple interpretations. And so dealing with ambiguity is really fundamental to data literacy. You have to know what the data can tell you and what it cannot tell you. And you have to understand when someone's making a complete bullshit argument because the data is being twisted. And people fall for this all the time. So this is the number one, see there it is, one, essential goal in this class is to give you a skill set to not only recognize ambiguity, but deal with it in a functional way. The other skill set is to learn how to work collaboratively so that you know what a research team is and what a research project is and that you're supposed to make a contribution to that. So the workload for this class, workload, I'll be running out of white space here, doesn't matter. Oh, there'll be probably 4 exercises, team-driven exercises that are due every 2 weeks around some data-intensive environmental project. These will become clear when we're actually starting the course. These research exercises are going to be relevant to you and your future quality of life because they're going to be define real problems that exist right now, resource depletion, pollution, energy, and the like, which need to be solved sometime over the next 20 to 40 years. And finally, what are my expectations on you? See, look, I don't have any, blank wall. Contribute to your group's success at all times. Do the work. Oftentimes in class we will discuss the assignments and why they're ambiguous, why the data can support multiple viewpoints. So you should come to class prepared to engage in that exercise. And pay attention to learning the skill set that I had up there before, because this is going to serve you well. So that's in a nutshell what Environmental Studies 298 is going to be about. The end.